Okay, boom. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Flip Out Show. It's your host, the most King True, host Bert, Benny Ball, the one with the word, the one with the flow. And at you live at 8:27, man. It's gonna be OG Gumby, chilling Boosie. He's in debt to him because of his brother was his manager a couple years back, stole 50 Bandaids from OG Gumby. So he telling him run him his money. Now Boosie responded and said he ain't paying him nothing. Then you got what's his name? From Louisiana as well. Uncle Banger saying that ain't nobody gonna do nothing to Boosie. He's good. Where if he does go down, ain't nobody gonna do nothing to him. So, boom, let's get into this. Appreciate everybody liking, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so I know y'all there. So I can throw 2 minutes in the air. Follow me on Kick, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Discord, follow me on IG. Hype the video. Let's get to 4,000 subs, y'all. Let's go.
Oh, Gumbo want him. He say when he get into that California institution, he want his $52,000. Yes, sir, boss. Look, let's get into the content, man. Welcome back to Scores from the Playground. They say Lil Boosie in trouble. They say Gumby, oh Gumbo want him. He say when he get into that California institution, he want his $52,000. Yes, sir, boss. Look, let's get into the content, man. Let's hear what this nigga talking about.
Talking about fighting Boosie. Like, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. I don't know if they were supposed to fight. I don't even give a fuck. I got my whole own issue with Boosie on Hoover. Like, y'all already heard about it before on Real Tone on Hoover. I need my Hooves on West Side Hoover. Is supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover. But they go one way or another. Nigga gonna meet me. Nigga gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money. TK, TQ, whoever that was in your inbox. What's his name? Oh, the Boosie's brother. I don't give a f. I need my money. Talking about slandering you, bitch. I don't gotta do none of that. I need my bread. Nigga. You niggas did some whole bad business. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my Hooves, bro, on Hoover. I need my Hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying, the federal penitentiary on Hoover. Somebody gonna answer about my money, I promise you. I promise you, I need my bottles, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people, and my people get with yours, we gonna work it out. That was years ago. But I ain't forgot, I need my bottles. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro, on Hoover. And on top of that, I showed Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove, your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it. On Hoover. I need my money. My money. I need all of that. On Hoover.
You mentioned Boosie going to the federal penitentiary in California.
His son going too for that switch.
His son got caught in...
I heard his son got caught with a switch.
But not in California.
No, wherever they was at. I don't give a fuck. You get caught with a switch, bitch, you going to that place. You're there.
How do you think he's gonna be treated in, like, California? Is it like you have to join a gang, or because it's the feds, right?
I mean, I don't really know how he's gonna be treated, but I guarantee you, if a nigga bust them doors open, the first Hoover that I know that know me, that know anything about me, gonna be asked about my violence. I can guarantee you that.
Well, I know Boosie. Now I don't know him like that. We don't know each other that well, but I'm knowing he's an honest man as far as on the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, Boosie doesn't seem like the type who would just dry. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know him personally. At that time, I was doing concerts. You know what I'm saying, and I had him, Plies, Apple Watts. You know what I'm saying, what's up to the HG? I hope you get better. You know what I'm saying, I seen you. You know what I'm saying, I like all your shit, man. I'm saying, keep struggling. I hope the gang. You know,
need to find
you got to struggle to live, HG. You know what I'm saying? You came a long way. You know what I'm saying? She walking, she up, she doing her shit, man. Love you, man. But back to what I was saying, though, yeah, I had a few different people that night that I was doing the concert with, you know what I'm saying? And I literally missed the concert, you know what I'm saying, into it with this nigga, explaining to him what the situation was with his people who stole my bread. You feel me? So once he realized what his people did, who his TQ, 2K, whatever the fuck this nigga name is, you know what I mean? Whatever his name is, when he found out what he did that same night, he said, on his own Instagram. I don't got no manager. Book me at Boosie.com. Because he seen that this nigga stole the bread and put him in a situation. There's 200 Hooves in this building. It was Boosie, his road manager, the nigga he had that was supposed to be his bodyguard from Grape Street, and one other person, I believe. You know what I mean? Like, but it's 200 Hooves in here. So he's not in a good situation. You know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying, by us both being men, you know what I'm saying, once all the rah-rah shit was over with, I'm saying I was able to show, look, over. This is my point right here. Your brother stole my, you know what I mean? And that's what led him to say, okay, well, I don't got no manager. This would led him to sue his brother for $500,000. But at the same time, I'm out $52,000, bro. I hope I need my bread, bro, from somebody.
I believe his brother got jumped over that.
Well, I don't know I don't know. I ain't had nothing to do with nobody getting jumped and nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just now addressing it because, see, like, everything comes around. Everything comes around, bro. You can't do nothing to no real nigga, you know what I mean? And just get away with it clean. Don't work like that. Especially if that real nigga still living. You know what I'm saying? So I say, like, literally, like, I ain't able to reach out to Boosie or his brother. I don't even know his brother at all. You know what I'm saying? I never had any contact with him. But my direct contact was with Boosie, you know what I'm saying, and the people that I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, which helped me put on the concert. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's all third-party information. But I feel like I'm the only one that got and I need my bread on Hoover. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, on some real nigga, if I show you that your brother just stole $500,000 from you, you know what I'm saying? How you not gonna make sure that what I had going on is right? Without me, that could have continued stealing and doing all the foul shit that Boosie accused him of. You know what I mean? But here I am speaking about the situation. Oh, here's some janky shit, because this is Boosie. I don't give a fuck who you is, bro. I need my money, bro. I need my hook, bro. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that at all. I don't give a fuck. His brother didn't text you talking about suing me and some more shit. Do what you need to do. Show up at court. I'm hoping. I need my bread. Nigga. You did that. And the crazy thing about it is that, see, they like, oh, this is some type of game. No, that was money that the state gave me to throw those concerts. So I got every record that I'm supposed to have. I hope. I'm not the type of nigga to go jump in court because I don't like the police. I'm saying I've been through the whole situation I've been through. So I'm thinking us as, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be real. We can work this shit out without them. They ain't heard nothing from them. I hope, but see, now you got to go where I got people that can be right next to you. That I feed. I send packages too. I just want what's mine, hope.
Look, quit the bullshit. I'm gonna tell everybody that's running with the story that Boosie's life is in danger. Look, Boosie been in the hole a lot more than 52 before. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. $52,000. That ain't nothing to talk about, bro. You talking about $1 million nigga. But I'm gonna tell you this. A nigga from the South, Texas, Louisiana, you can't say go in your pockets and run me that. You can't say go in your pockets and run me that and thinking you're really gonna get anything out of Boosie or anybody else from the side, fam. It don't work like that. The best chance you got, sue TQ. Yeah, sue TQ. But you ain't gonna dig in a nigga pockets for nothing. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. For everybody that think Boosie is in trouble, when he gets to that California institution, they got people that want to make that money on and send it home. They gonna protect Boosie. They're fans, bro. Fans. It don't stop when you get in the walls. These people are still fans, bro. It's people that's gonna protect Boosie, bro. Real shit. And expect something on the back end. Yeah, when you get out of here, bro, look out for me. But I got you in this bitch. You ain't got to worry about a goddamn thing. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. It's Boosie. I'm gonna tell everybody like this, bro. You don't get no points because your Hoover's going at Boosie. You know what I mean, man? Boosie is a sickly old man. You know what I mean? Sickly old man. You know what I mean? I know he done did some shit in the past. And a lot of people say, well, if you was a gorilla then, you can't stop being a gorilla. And I do believe that. But I'm gonna tell you like this. It ain't gonna work how OG Gumby think it's gonna work. You know what I mean? And run me that. Nigga ain't running you a motherfucking thing, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. I know a nigga don't want to hear that. Nigga don't want to hear scars from the playground. Like, oh, you just taking up for Boosie Boo. You Boozilla. Nah, I ain't just taking up for him, bro. This ain't about that. This is about that. You can't tell a nigga. You can't fix your motherfucking lips and tell a nigga to run me my money. and think that nigga really gonna give you 52. You know what I mean? Now we could talk about it. Had you not came to the internet, you might be getting something, but 52 from me, don't work like that. You know what I mean? Don't work like that. You know what I mean? Now you got a charity you want me to donate treat 4,000 to? We might be able to talk, but 52 because you think you do. What's wrong with you, fool? Drop it in the comments. Scars from the Playground. Like, share, subscribe, nigga. We going up. We gorilla podcasting right now. Means wherever I'm at, any time of day, I'm gonna get on the plat. You know what I mean? Real shit. I'm gonna get on the plat. The only thing I want you to do is talk back. Drop it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe. We going up. We going up, bro. By any way. And we're gonna get that money on by any means, even if I gotta work with my bare fucking hands for it. You know what I mean? It's just how I am, bro. Just how I am. The family is gonna rise by any means. Stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe, and hype my shit the fuck up. And shout out Boosie. Boosie, don't worry about Gumby. And I know he ain't. You know what I mean? Niggas on the top, we just don't. Legends are born down south, bro. Legends are born down south. It's a reason I say that, because we endure and go through so much shit that you'd have to be God himself to come down here and say, oh, I'm taking it, and let a nigga just back up and let you take it. It ain't gonna work like that. It ain't gonna work like that. You know what I mean? Real shit. Best thing, best chance you would have had when you had him at the event. Don't let him leave out that bitch. You know what I mean? Don't let him leave out that bitch. But if you think, nigga, oh, 10 years later, you owe me 52, man, nigga ain't sweating that, and a nigga don't remember it. Just being honest, just being real. Drop it in the comments. Scars from the Playground. Like, share, subscribe. Peace. Shout out Lil Boosie, fam.
If they throw it, I'ma catch it to play the game like Tetris. I'm one of a kind rap, people tell me I'm equipped. I've been working 24 hours, summertime to winter. I ain't really at the chill, it gotta be about business.
Meet Mr. McCall, y'all.
I'm singer-songwriter Kevin McCall, and I blew the hell out of that.
Yeah, that guy. He blew $8 million. And weeks ago, I want to say 3 weeks ago, he went viral for this.
I think it's a game, bro.
Testimony. Welcome back to Scars from the Playground. They say Lil Boosie in trouble. They say Gumby, Gumbo, want him. They say when he get into that California institution, he want his $52,000. Yes, sir, boss.
One date that's in back of Boosie's head for this whole entire month, which precedes this date, November 14, 1982. He was born. He'll be 43. But November 21st is the day that he's worried about. When asked about all of this stuff, he said this.
Boosie, what's up, man? You got your upcoming sentence in your next court date in about 12 days, November 21st.
Yeah.
How you feel about the overall situation, though?
I ain't worried about nothing, man. I trust in God. I ain't stressing or nothing, bro. Like,
for sure.
I'm living my life. Gonna go take me a trip to Miami.
For sure.
I trust in God, bro. I ain't going to jail.
For sure. Yeah, all right.
Powerful thing. I ain't going to jail. But one thing about me, big boy, my chin up and my chest high.
Yeah,
I'm sold. This ain't my first rodeo, nigga.
All right, family.
What y'all don't know is he's not only saying that because he's basically looking good as far as the judge is concerned. He's saying that because one old Hoover by the name of OG Gumby had something crazy to say yesterday. We won't play the whole entire clip, but roll it.
My manion. I need all of that. A whole. You mentioned Boosie going to the federal penitentiary in California.
His son going too for that switch.
His son got caught in...
I heard his son got caught with a switch.
But not in California.
Nah, wherever they was at. I don't give a f***. You get caught with a switch, bitch, you going to that place. You're there.
How do you think he's gonna be treated in, like, California? Is it like you have to join a gang, or because it's the feds, right?
I mean, I don't really know how he's gonna be treated, but I guarantee you, if a nigga bust them doors open, the first Hoover nigga that I know that know me, that know anything about me, gonna be asking about my violence. I can guarantee you that. Hoover. I need my Hooves on West Side Hoover. Niggas is supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover. Niggas better, they go one way or another. Niggas gonna meet me. Niggas gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money. TK, TQ, whoever that was in your inbox. What's the name?
Oh, the Boosie's brother.
I don't give a. I need my money. Nigga. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. Nigga. I need my bread. Nigga. You did some whole bad business. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my Hooves, bro, on Hoover. I need my Hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying, the federal penitentiary area on Hoover. Somebody gonna answer about my money, I promise you. I promise you, I need my Hoovadas, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people and my people get with yours. We're going to work it out. That was years ago. I ain't forgot. I need my Hoovadas. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro, on Hoover. And on top of that, I showed that Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it. On Hoover.
Yeah, that video in the beginning was 100% not just directed towards his fans, but towards OG Gumby. I'm Hoover, I'm Hoover, I'm Hoover, I'm Hoover, I'm Hoover, 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 Hoover. Hoover Vacuum, Hoover Brown, Hoover Scooter, Hoover the President, J. Edgar Hoover, you know, every Hoover. But, let's get this out the way. I don't think Boosie is not going to walk out of there without doing some type of time. I think Boosie going to get about 9 months, but he's not going to do his damn stay in no doggone federal prison in California. I just ain't seeing it. So, no. And for Gumby to say that he got people that are whatever, Louisiana card is straight. So, I don't know what he talking about, bro. If anything, you're going to get your people knocked off. Ain't no Hoovers in Louisiana. So there's that part. So if you push that line, you're going to get your people dealt with. And you may piss off a whole lot of individuals. Now, he may say, and I would too, bro, it don't matter. We got Hoovers in Bama. We got Hoovers in Little Rock. We got Hoovers in Texas. So all the spectrums and all the sides. And we got Hoovers in Mississippi. So every state that connects to Louisiana, he can say they got Hoovers, but I don't believe he got that type of pull. See, in order to pull something off like that, there has to be a cut. Has to be a real cut. And I'm sorry, LA is known for bad business. Just is what it is. So, no, I don't think anything's going to happen to Boosie. I think that was an idle threat. I think what Gumby was doing is trying to basically say, I need my money. I need my money. Do what you need to do, as suggested by the hood lawyer. And it's simple. Get your piece of paper, write up your lawsuit. But then he said something that really, really irked my nerves and threw me all the way off. You said, and this is OG Gumby, and this is what I just started thinking about as I was rewatching this damn interview. You said that Blue owes you, Boosie's brother owes you, and so does Boosie. Something about the story ain't making sense. Not just that he owes you $52,000, aka 5 deuce hooves. No, not just that. Bro, I don't think you really paid that much money any damn ways. Maybe you're trying to incur interest and all that stuff. And he can say, man, I don't want nobody speaking on my money. I don't give a damn. You bring it to the internet, we all gonna have our opinion on it. So you can say Hoover business or whatever the hell you want to say. The minute you niggas get on the internet and get to flapping your gun, people gonna have something to say. You deal with it or you don't. You either hit the like button or the dislike button. It don't matter at this point in time. But I will say this. The way in which he operating, bruh, do you realize you can get your lawsuit thrown out? So, no. All you should have said was we exhausted all means of communication. You don't want to talk. Lawsuit, your lawyer can talk for you because my lawyer damn sure going to talk about mine. That's fine. But also, how long ago was this? That's number one. Number two, and here's the biggest thing. You admitted that you had him under duress. No contract ever stands as far as courts go under duress. Your ass went ahead and admitted that he basically said whatever he needed to say to get up out of there. So you threatened somebody. You knew that somebody did bad business. You said you exposed it. So the person you're actually supposed to be going after is the brother and not Boosie. See, I think what ended up happening was this. This is just my personal opinion, and I'm finna make it even worse. I think this is what happened. Gumby got it in his mind, said, damn, I looked out for Boosie. Real cats do real things. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and look out for you and all this shit. And Boosie probably was rocking with you and all that and everything. Boosie playing the long game. You playing the short game. But not only are you playing the short game, I think Gumby really thought, oh shit, we're going to be locked in with Boosie. I'm just going to go ahead and let him get some down my artists and all this shit. What you failed to realize is Boosie locked in with the Nightbirds. So, bruh, that's number two. Boosie been making alliances that you don't know nothing about. And y'all ain't going to wreck it when it comes to opposition to people who disagree with your stance in a gangbang political world. So, OG Gumby, let me tell you something like this, bro. Hit him with the lawsuit and stop the stupid ass threats before it gets thrown out, before it ever gets started. What you just admitted to, what you said in that video, bro, was some of the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. You won't be getting your money and you won't be getting nothing. Boosie responded the best way he could. He didn't even acknowledge that shit like that. Boosie knew what he was doing when he reacted like that. He knew exactly what he was doing. So there's your response. He said, I ain't going to jail. I ain't going. And you ain't definitely coming out to Atlanta so you can get your ass slaughtered. But, hey, everybody know where Boosie stay? Hop your ass in there and go get your money on. So you can get slaughtered right there to end your life. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get to court. Sue with papers to get your paper. The dumbass threats on the internet will get your stuff thrown out. It is what it is. And if you get on the internet and get the, man, you should be talking about my business, to shut the fuck up on the internet then. Flat out. You don't want nobody commenting on your business on the internet. I don't give a damn what your political anything. I don't give a damn about none of that. Shut the hell up then. Y'all getting on the internet, running your mouth and getting mad if people got something to say about the shit y'all do on the internet. It's the internet. Figure out a way to get monetized. Yeah, just like that. Meet OG Gumby.
Off mobile. Hoover. Bro, I'm telling you, that nigga not from Hoover. He better not speak on Hoover business. And I ain't saying Hoover saying.
Yeah, that's the guy. Yeah, either he's a genius or he's the dumbest person on the internet. Ain't no one fusing tools. He's either genius or the dumbest, because he just put himself in a hell of a conundrum. And I'm going to explain to y'all why. What he said is one of the worst things you could say on the internet. Let's go.
I knew what his brother was up to. If his brother didn't never steal from me, or Hoover, he stole from me. And on Westside Hoover, I went to fuck for that mother for my money. It just so happened that his brother didn't come. So I had to deal with little Boosie. And just like you see him on TV, he cocky. Oh, but see, he didn't understand. They're in the building with 200 Hoovers. And I'm Gumby, Hoover. Ain't no Boosie badass in here. Gumby badass. Hoover though. So, in his defense on Hoover, he was outnumbered. We're in the green room. It's Boosie, it's two bitches, it's Stunner from Vegas, his bodyguard from Grape Street. And I think like the road manager. Yeah, on Hoover, that's the nigga road manager. I told that nigga in my eyes again, bitch, slap the shit out you on Hoover. Like, it went bad because he's mad at Jay-Z now. I ain't never met Jay-Z before. I'm from Hoover. I'm off Code and the Fig, nigga. I don't know none of these people you talking about. But your brother just made me pay $7,500 more out of my budget. I need to holler at Groove. So he doing the whole Boosie shit. And I understand that I approach him. What's up, bro? Hoover. I'm Gumby out through the concert for you. I don't want to hear all that shit. I need my back end. I don't understand what you talking about back end. I approach him again. Hoover, Boosie, listen. Wait, bro, listen. They said I just got out of prison. I explained my whole situation to him again. He shut me off again. I'm sorry. He shut me. I'm saying he shut me off again. And, you know, at that point, I kind of like got upset because it was a miscommunication. Like, me and Groove ain't got no issue. I'm looking for the nigga to throw my hooves, and you interfering. And it kind of like, see, I ain't no bitch. I got the whole recording. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna send it a little bit to you, though. I'm gonna send it a little bit to you. I hope this ain't no bitch. You know what I mean?
Now, when you about your money, bro, one thing about it is you got to go get it. You got to make it. You got to spend it. You got to recoup. So Gumby operating like an OG supposed to. Not a youngin', but like an OG. So what Gumby is saying here is basically he was wise enough to go, bro, if we smash him right now, we're not even going to get our bread. Y'all going to go viral, all that BS, but next thing you know, he going to be gone. So Gumby wise enough figured out the situation like, all right, hold on. I'm supposed to be getting Boosie, but I was dealing with somebody else. So realization come in because you're an older cat. You know things slow down for you because you're in control of the situation. But here's where things go all the way left. And I'm going to tell you all this. This is why I call myself the hood lawyer. I'm going to give Gumby some lawyer advice that he really need to take to heart because I think he's going to do it. I just think he's just putting people on notice like, hold on real quick. Roll it.
He was a real nigga who was in a bad situation. That's why he went on and fired the bitch Q Hoover that night. He said, book me at Boosie.com. Some real nigga shit. But at the end of the day, on Hoover though, when Groove was allowed to leave up out of the room, and how that actually played out was that I explained to him after I caught his attention that his brother had stole from you. And I showed him the bank account and I explained to him what happened. And he agreed that he never received that money. And saying his brother TQ was on some fat shit and me and him was gonna do business. So if you see the footage from the concert, me and Lil Boosie went out and did a whole duo. Over. Guy said, but at the end of the day, our business is still not finished. Over. I lost $52,000 in the concert and I need my money from TQ, Lil Boosie, what's the nigga name? Blue Contrail. What's the nigga name? Blue Contrail. No, that's the bitch that was in the nasty book. We used to see it. The fuck yeah. What's the nigga name? That nigga there. I need my bread.
That was 4 months ago that he put that out. Almost 5 months ago that they put that out. Go check out Real Tune. You know, it's some real money in the room. Go check out Real Tune for the full interview of that. Definitely check that out. But now another interview dropped. And this is where I say genius or the dumbest. Because there's some threats that get sent out that, bruh, if anything happens with anything that's gang related, I ain't gonna hold you. It's going to come back on you because one, the feds is actively in LA ripping and running the streets right now. It ain't going to be nothing for them to come get a convicted felon, especially off of threats. He say some of the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life or the most genius shit I ever heard in my life because the way he can switch the words up, I'll tell you what he actually should do. But he getting attention right now for this genius or dumb interview. You decide. Watch this.
I need my money. My money. I need all of that. Hoover.
You mentioned Boosie going to the federal penitentiary in California.
His son going too for that switch.
His son got caught in...
I heard his son got caught with a switch.
But not in California.
Nah, wherever they was at. I don't give a f***. You get caught with a switch, bitch, you going to that place. You're there.
How do you think he's gonna be treated in like California? Is it like you have to join a gang or because it's the feds, right?
I mean, I don't really know how he's gonna be treated, but I guarantee you if a nigga bust them doors open, the first Hoover nigga that I know that know me, that know anything about me, gonna be asking about my violence. I can guarantee you that. I need my Hooves on West Side. Hoover niggas is supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover niggas. But they go one way or another. Nigga gonna meet me. Nigga gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money. TK, TQ, whoever that was in your inbox. What's the name?
Oh, the Boosie's brother.
I don't give a f. I need my money. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. I need my bread. Nigga. You did some whole bad business. Hoover. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my Hooves, bro. On Hoover. I need my Hooves. going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying, the federal penitentiary on Hoover. Somebody gonna answer about my money, I promise you. I promise you, I need my Hoovadas, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people and my people get with yours, we gonna work it out. That was years ago. I ain't forgot, I need my Hoovadas. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro, on Hoover. And on top of that, I showed that Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove, your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it. On Hoover.
Here's where it's dumb. He's going to the feds. He is property of the feds. The feds are in LA. What the hell are you doing? This is one of the dumbest things I ever heard, because it sounds like you finna put a gang hit on him. That'll get you in everybody's life, by the way. I just want you to know that. What you should do, or your next interview, what you should do, and if you hop in my inbox, I'm going to tell you the exact same thing. Subpoena time, brother. There's a lawsuit right there. Here's my recordings, here's this, and here's that. I have agreement from you, this, and this. And you know what you do to get your hooves? You sit back as he write up a nice little settlement and get your money. You too old to be doing this dumbass shit. Now, it might be genius because he already planning that. He already planning that. He's already planning that. He already noticed. He just serving notice in a different type of way. Boosie, hey, bruh, take care of this, because once you get in that cell, you're going to be served a paper that says, hey, Torrance Hatch Jr., I need my money for this, and you were in agreement. But here's the problem that you're going to have, Gumby. You said that you did not directly deal with Boosie. And you said Boosie said in order to deal with him that he needed you to go to Boosie.com. So the amount of money that you gave Boosie at your concert is completely different. Now, somebody can say, and a lawyer would argue, and I think a lawyer would actually win this one, is, well, Nash, you would be right, but the fact that Boosie had knowledge pulled up to that event, acknowledged that his brother had received payment in his name, that would make him, a jury could see him being at fault for this, and then essentially saying that because of the information provided on Boosie's Instagram, or however in which you acquired the information to book Boosie, the fact that you got Boosie there is 100% notice that Boosie at least had knowledge that there was money based off of what Gumby said. So like I say, it's either one of the dumbest things because your ass gonna be sitting in a cell for the rest of your life, or it's genius because you know he gonna be sitting in that cell and you can serve him a piece of paper. But you know who it also works for? It works for Boosie. If I'm Boosie's lawyer, I'm screen recording. Yep. Screen recording. And now I am saying that there is an active, original gangster who, on tape, vehemently admits that he's a part of a very notorious gang in California. Out of your words, you say, man, everything that happened in California, y'all blame the Hoovers. So now you are saying, essentially, you are a man that is in command. Boosie cannot go to federal penitentiary. You might have just gave Boosie ass everything to go home. So when that judge sentenced him, that judge has to now think about the safety, because now there is a hit on him from a notorious gang member about business that did not have to do with anything as far as his brother and him go. I get it. I overstand. And it's funny because coincidentally, somebody owed me $52,000. That's crazy. But I'm booking it up. I'm going all the way to $74,000. But it's either genius or it's just a level of stupidity that you would actively put a threat on somebody like that. Bruh, you can't win. This old, like I learned from cats, not Gumby in particular, but my whole family first generation. I like, My uncle, coincidentally, is from 74 Hoover. That's the funniest part about it. But y'all know what I does. But it's funny, doesn't it sound exactly the same? Out Hoover. Oh my God. God damn, bro. Don't become don't become religious, man. On Jesus Christ. On Muhammad. Like, man, if y'all didn't have gangs, I think y'all be blowing up religious figures. That's just my personal opinion. But on a serious note, bro, Gumby, you gotta tighten up on this one, bro. All you should have said was, bro, I'm gonna sue you into oblivion. Oh, and since y'all said that I'm slandering you, you slandering me. And I can't sleep. My water got cut off. I'm suing for emotional distress. I'm suing because that money was used to do this, do that. Gumby, you're literally looking at $100,000 lawsuit. But the fact that you got yourself on the internet and start making veiled threats, that's the part right there where you ultimately are losing. So if I was you, I'd hurry up. Run as fast as you can to say that's not an actual threat. That is me letting him know I don't want to take it to civil litigation. Sharpen up, young old man. That was the dumbest shit you could have done on the internet. Or genius. Depends on how you spin your next video. Clean that one up, though, bro. I'll catch you on the next one. Click right here and see how Krishan Rock just got on the internet and said some of the dumbest things you gonna hear. But she did clear it up at the end. But trying to sick God on people like a sick pit bull. Whew. Lordy. Don't do that one. Click right here for the playlist. And y'all know by subscribing, you automatically enter to win one of these when you like and comment on every video. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Oh, that's going to be at 300,000.
It's a lot going on with this Crip dude Gumby pushing his Hoover line on Boosie, saying he owed 50,000 plus that his brother ran off with. Boosie finna be hitting up California yards and his life in danger. And Boosie gonna have to answer to this, he gonna answer to that, all that, yeah, right? And they saying Boosie life in danger. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. Like, one thing about it, if the Hoovers as a whole was really pissed off at Boosie, we would have been seeing Hoovers push the line on Boosie. Ain't no way Boosie been traveling to all these states. It ain't like Hoovers just in California. He ain't got no line push. Ain't been no videos made besides Buddy. Even Wack 100 ain't even made nothing about Boosie. He would have been the first one coming to Clubhouse saying, man, Boosie in trouble. Man, I just got calls from such and such saying Boosie owe this, and if you don't do this, this gonna happen. It's only Gumby. I don't understand if Boosie brother ran off with 50,000+ of yours and he got to straighten that, and then you pushing off the debt to Boosie. Why wouldn't you just go to court and sue Boosie or his brother? That's right, because the money ain't even clean. Because why wouldn't you push the line in court? That's an easy win. But if the money dirty and it's street money, now we got a problem. Yeah, now we got a problem. Like,
My munyon. I need all of that. Hoover.
You mentioned Boosie going to the federal penitentiary in California.
His son going too for that switch.
His son got caught in...
I heard his son got caught with a switch.
But not in California.
Nah, wherever they was at. I don't give a f*** you get caught with a switch, bitch, you going to that place. You're there.
How do you think he's gonna be treated in like California? Is it like you have to join a gang, or because it's the feds, right?
I mean, I don't really know how he's gonna be treated, but I guarantee you, if a nigga bust them doors open, the first Hoover nigga that I know that know me, that know anything about me, gonna be asking about my violence. I can guarantee you that. Hoover. I need my Hooves on West Side. Hoover is supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover. But they go one way or another. Nigga gonna meet me. Nigga gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money. TK, TQ, whoever that was in your inbox. What's the name?
Oh, the Boosie's brother.
I don't give a. I need my money. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. I need my bread. Nigga. You did some whole bad business. Hoover. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my Hooves, bro, on Hoover. I need my Hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying, the federal penitentiary area, on Hoover. Somebody gonna answer about my money, I promise you. I promise you, I need my Hoovadas, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people and my people get with yours. We're going to work it out. That was years ago. I ain't forgot. I need my Hoovadas. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro, on Hoover. And on top of that, I showed that Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove, your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it on Hoover.
Because why would you keep pushing the line and it's been years or however many months, keep pushing the line on Boosie when you can just go to court? But I don't think the Who was mad about the situation. I don't think Boosie hitting in prison yards, they're going to push that line about that. Boosie ain't had nothing to do with that. His brother did what he did, if he really did what he did, and that's his brother did. What Boosie can bring to them prison yards, I don't think they're going to press the line about the issue. Boosie ain't addressed that situation. He ain't said nothing about no Hooves. Hooves ain't said nothing about him. When Crips really pissed off, they're going to let it be known. They're going to let it be known. It ain't going to just be one person. It's just him by himself. It ain't a gang of dudes behind. So all your partners behind the wall, where your partners at now? One thing about it, Louisiana car in prison, that's a strong car. One of the strongest cars. Some would say the strongest. They don't say that when they say DC. They don't say that, you know what I'm saying? So I think he'd be good, man. That's if he get a sentence. As far as like going to prison. He could get probation or a suspended sentence. You know what I'm saying? He could get a suspended sentence and he just got to fly straight. Or he could get a year or two. You can get one of them Lil Waynes, a year and a day. Yeah, one of them Gucci Man, Tip, a year and a day. It just depends. Boosie feel like he ain't doing no prison time. Hope so. But, you know, they may give him a year or two just because he is Boosie. And then his past, and he beating Death Row. And so I feel like they'll always try to make an example. If they can, they're going to always try to make an example out of Boosie just because his history. But as far as like Boosie life in danger, man, Boosie come on them yards, man, he can bring more narcotics on the yard. He can make the guards act nicer. Not a lot of inmates get him what they want. He could bring hope back to the yard to a lot of guys. So they may not be tripping about it, but that's a personal issue. Now I can see if Boosie violated on some gang shit. He used the 6-point star on the album cover. One of his partners, you know, took down a top rank, high rank, or an important member. A drug deal went wrong. It ain't like Boosie made an album and it's called Hoover, such and such, such and such. Made a song called Hoover, snuck in the Hoover hood and shot a video, did a movie role, and he played a Hoover crib. Like, he ain't did none of this. He ain't do what Rick Ross did. So he didn't violate no gang policies. He didn't. Man didn't violate no gang policies. You didn't really do no crip, no gang type business with Boosie. You got finessed by his brother. So that's just an L you got to take why you can't go to court. That's an easy win. But the money dirty, so you can't. Boosie said they was gonna work it out. Work it out don't mean necessarily that he gonna pay you all the money. Work it out can mean, look, I ain't had nothing to do with that situation. My brother stole from you, he stole from me. We could work it out, meaning if I charge 30,000 for a show, give me 15, and I can do a show for 15. That's working it out. But I can't just take a whole loss and just do something for free, and I ain't do nothing. Yeah, I can't take, nah. But what I can do, I could, so you can make some profit, so you can make some money. If I charge 30,000, I'll do something for 15. Yeah, we can, shake hands on that. And you still can get your money from him. Take him to court. But these street niggas can't. Or he ain't even got the knowledge. Or he don't even want to go through that court process. It's something. But I believe it a little bit more if it was a real army behind him. If it was other Crips behind him feeling the same way. Why would the Hooves apply pressure to that situation? And he a celebrity. So if he come to this yard and the Hoover got a lot of shit going on, whether they hustling, whatever they got going on, they gonna put a pause on that just to apply pressure to that. And what they supposed to do? Delete them, whoop them. Let's not forget, Boosie got money too, so ain't no telling what Boosie can do. It'll be self-defense because Buddy all online saying what's finna happen. So really what Buddy doing is extorting Boosie. Because you saying he better pay when it ain't his fault. He don't owe you nothing. Make the judge say he better pay. So what you doing, you breaking the law already. And if he had to defend himself, that's self-defense because you making it known he gonna get jumped on, he gonna get hurt behind that wall. Because you could be trying to threaten Boosie with this right here to try to put fear in him to make him pay. Like, okay, since it played right in your hand, like he finna go to prison over here, that's what you think. So let me apply pressure with it. Let me do some more interviews. Let him know what's finna shake. So maybe he'll send half or send my money or because I can't reach him or get to him no other kind of way. So I just run this narrative. I just run this play. But if y'all a gang, y'all a unit, why is you the only one saying it? Why ain't no pressure? Why do Boosie gotta wait till he get behind the yard? Or on the yard. When the guns on the street now, like you could be able to touch them now. You can do way more damage out here. Like crazy, man. You don't think it would have been smarter and easier to get the 50K while y'all on the street, while he on the street? I could have set different plays up. I could have easily, if you see he got kids that rap, all you had to do was book Tweety Raw, tell him to come to Cali, pay him like $5K a show, make him come out there, and then do what y'all need to do. Now, I ain't talking about blow him down. I ain't saying that. I'm saying get up with him, then make him call his daddy and make him pay the 50K. Make him pay the 50K. I could have took that route. I could have pressed Boosie at different shows. Since he ain't paying, he ain't keep his word, I could apply pressure. A lot of different ways. I could apply pressure to different artists. But you saying only time you got power is behind the wall. So I don't understand that you think or you ain't thinking that you ain't making the Crip. So understand, you don't make Hooves look sturdy in this situation. Because you saying, you been owing me this money, you keep screaming Hoover, 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 Hoover. And the only way they can possibly get the money is if you go to prison. So no pull. So therefore, let me know you ain't got no pull or they don't feel the same way. There ain't no way if Hoovers was pissed off, they wouldn't do nothing or say nothing. 50K, that'll make a set move, state to state. Come on, man. Why you can't get the money? Evidently, what you saying ain't working. Like it's not affecting nobody because you can't get the money. Your partners got to try to get the money. They got to bump into them on the yard and try to press it, but you can't do it though. So you ain't gonna apply no pressure with that. You ain't gonna apply no pressure with the fist. You ain't gonna press nobody. You ain't gonna put up another bag and book him again, or be in the building where he booked that, press him. None of that. It's just interviews and when he get behind the wall. But you trying to scream Hoove on everything. So why would you wait for him to get in there? Put your goons on him right now. He here, he there. It should be Crips and it should be Hoovers in Texas, Alabama, Little Rock, Baltimore, New York, wherever he go, it should be some Hoovers. Apply the pressure now. If you big rank, you big, yeah. What you waiting for him to get behind the wall for? You must not be that serious. Yeah, you must not be that serious. Or all your partners locked up. The pull you got is only behind the wall. It ain't on the street. Or he too strong on the street. He ain't got his power. He ain't got the money or the power or the influence behind the California prisons. So I gotta, let's put him in home field advantage. But I call bluff. I call bush. But Boosie doing right. Don't respond to it. Don't address it. Don't. Because you can't say the whole Crip, the whole flag feel that way. They're not even thinking about that. Because ain't no way other California people, no bloggers, no nothing, pick that up. They ain't been saying nothing. Hoovers don't keep secrets. So yeah, man. When Hoovers got a problem as a whole, they let it be known. Because when you go to the bloggers in Cali and they talk about the Hoover, they talk about all the other beef, all the other issues. Why not this one? So yeah, man, I think Boosie gonna be good. Like, it shouldn't about nothing. I don't feel like Boosie life in danger. It ain't in no more danger than any other inmate. I mean, of course, going to prison, that's danger. So besides like the regular prison politics or what could happen in that field, yeah, it's in danger. If he not in PC, he on the main line, race wars, it could be in danger. Regular beef, if he got murder beefs or something, it could be in danger. Other than that, like, his chances of getting hurt ain't no, he Boosie, so it ain't nothing for him to get him a team when he get in there. He could feed a lot of people. He can help a lot of people. So ain't nothing for him to get a team. If you ain't eating, you've been starving, or you just want to, be on Boosie's side, or you want an opportunity, why wouldn't you protect Boosie? If he got the money, if he got the resources, you'll do that. So yeah, I ain't really worried about that. Like, but what y'all think though? Like, Buddy, he trying to lay his extortion game down. It ain't even scary though. It's not even like, if I'm in Boosie's shoes and I'm hearing that, but I ain't even if they was, applying pressure and it's just him, I ain't tripping on that. Like, I know Buddy ran down on me on a one-on-one type tip. You know what I'm saying? He'll be up out of here. So I wouldn't even trip on that shit there. The stuff he's saying, if I was a scary dude, he wouldn't convince me. how he coming off like, yeah, man, I ain't tripping on nigga like that. So yeah, that's my take on it. I can't make no long video on it. I just don't believe the hype. I think Buddy BSing. I ain't saying he ain't lose his money. I'm saying Hooves ain't really tripping about that. I don't think Boosie's life in danger based off him in that situation. If it was the old days, I don't even think Buddy would be even playing like this. You know, like I said, he could be lying. He won't sue. He won't take nobody to court. He ain't applying no pressure in the streets. He ain't got nobody else screaming that about Boosie or the brother. So to me, it's giving you ain't got no power. Had that been me, if I got all this Hoover power, Boosie will feel this shit right now. Or he gonna know it's gonna be an issue. So it wouldn't be pay me my money, it'd be it's up. It ain't no, you know to pay my money. I ain't gonna do all the talking. It's just up. I'm just gonna apply the pressure. Y'all will be seeing it on the news. What you gotta talk for? When you go to Alabama, we apply pressure. This a leader call. This a high ranking member call. You see Boosie, it's on site. As far as he gonna have the money on him and he pay it and we back away, or nigga, we go to war. I don't need to go to no interview. That's letting the world know you don't want no problem. That's putting the police involved. That mean you don't really want no issue. We ain't with none of that. Niggas come on my DM, oh, I got an issue. I'm not coming on YouTube and be like, Mano threatening me, saying he gonna do this and all that. Nah, that mean I don't really want the issue. Jim Jones saying this and that in the DM. That mean I don't really want the issue. That mean I ain't trying to lay him down when I see him. We ain't gotta do all the YouTube when it come to violence or nigga better pay this. Nah, I could just take you to court behind this situation, or I can hold court on the street. However you want to play it. Well, I gotta keep doing interviews saying that this gonna happen and this gonna happen. That's cap, man. Or I don't know if you're trying to make Boosie check in on PC so we could be like Boosie checked in on PC, or trying to make Boosie pay it so we could be like Boosie a sucker for paying it and shit like that, man. This not gonna do no damage to his career. This not gonna do no damage to his image. I'm not finna let a nigga like you put no damage on his career. Like, he ain't about nothing. Cause I see you ain't no threat. You just talk good as a bitch. You understand? Like, you can't tell them nigga who they beat death row for bodies. You can't do all that talking. You gotta show dudes like Boosie. You gotta show, so all them little niggas he hanging around with, you apply pressure to that. You know, put them Hoovers on that. His artists, So if you ain't gonna do that, then nigga, down south nigga, especially Louisiana nigga, we don't see that. We don't see that. So all that talking, we don't see that. You gotta earn the hats, man. Get you a couple of these, and then I hear you talking. Yeah, some bullets need to be hitting that C8 Corvette, that BMW he got, the Escalade, and shit like that, or it need to be this y'all need to get down. It need to be something. Other than that, the talking don't do nothing. The niggas he took up out the game that's on t-shirts now, they was doing a lot of talking. At least he took that way more serious because he got them up out the way. Your talk don't even, you know? So yeah, man, like, nigga don't even respect you enough to, when you talk like that, to even put a bag on you or apply pressure, because it ain't, you know what I mean? When the Baton Rouge nigga was talking though, he had to, you know, get that done because, you know, that was a little bit more, okay, they get out like we do. Like he could become a problem if we don't, you know? So man, we down south niggas, man, we ain't going for none of that. Like, yeah, you gotta step on something. Then you can't threaten no nigga from Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Little Rock, places like Texas, and you ain't did no stepping behind it. We need to see some stepping, some bang outs, some fist bumping, stuff like that. Then we can say, oh yeah, buddy, okay. We don't need to see you whoever you saying you behind, we only see y'all as a unit feeling the same way. So how can we take that serious, man? Like, come on, man. Going to the internet, make a threat saying what a nigga better do. Cause this right here was making you popular. All these blogs wouldn't even do no video on you if you want to talk about Boosie. So yeah, man. I ain't teaming up with no nigga outside the South going against down South. Man, hell no. We ain't tripping on none of that, man. Like, show a nigga something, and then I see you saying something. Other than that, you ain't saying nothing but a whole bunch of nothing, man. I don't think Boosie, he good, man. This ain't his first rodeo, like he said. Yeah, if they gonna give him time, he gonna do that. He gonna bounce back, get right back to it. You know, Boosie can't fall off. You know, that's just what it is. He just can't fall off. He can make trad music, but he just can't fall off, though, because he's just one of them ones. You know what I'm saying? He's just one of them ones. So, yeah, man. Good luck to Boosie, though, when you go in front of that judge, though. I hope he don't get no time. If he do get time, I hope it's low. One of them Wayne Gucci type situations, year in the day. Yeah, man. He coming right back at this thing, man. And if he do get time, I hope they let him get Thanksgiving. I hope they don't send him to no high yard, like no high violent, top tier yard, level 4, whatever they call it. Yeah, I hope he don't go there. Hope they let him spend time with the family for Thanksgiving and Christmas. New Year's, that ain't really about nothing. But Christmas and Thanksgiving, I hope he can, spend time with the family for that. If they can push it off to January the 2nd, that'd be cool. So he can spend New Year's, with his family. You ain't got to worry about him running. You ain't got to really worry about no violence. He gonna just get his money, stay out the way. Whatever rules you want to put on it, you can do that. And yeah, if not, we just thug it and then get back to it, man. So yeah, that's my take on this conversation. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, follow me on IG, _gang_spitter. Donate to the channel, $.gang_spitter.
Text Prison Story family, salute y'all. It's your boy Tim Snow back here with another one. And this video right here is about, will Lil Boosie life be in danger in the feds? Will he feel pressure? Will he be threatened, extorted, or whatever this man is implying? I'm not sure what exactly he's implying. I am, but I let him speak for himself, right? If you're unfamiliar with this character right here, he calls himself OG Gumby. He's one of the OG cats from the Hoover gang in Los Angeles, which is also a nationwide gang. He's been all over the internet, went viral a few times on a lot of different platforms. And he's basically portrayed himself as some representative of leader of the Hoover gang. He's been trying to organize it, get it straight nationwide, and all this type of stuff, right? And to me, it's really sad. It's a bad look to see a man this old, I think he's in his 50s, still representing gang life, still so passionate about it, willing to, he said it before, willing to die behind Hoover, when gangs aren't shit but just death, destruction, and leads you nothing to the penitentiary or the casket. Like, it just doesn't make no sense, right? But I understand, you're born and bred and you grow up in this lifestyle. But there also comes a point in life where you got to let that go, man. Your identity has to be, guess what, a good father, a grandfather, man, anything else other than a gang member, right? That's a game for the youth. That's a foolish game for children. So to watch these older men, him, one's from Texas, everybody, to watch these men argue, fight about gang life and who's doing the gang stuff right, that's crazy when all gang stuff is wrong and everybody knows it. How many of these men want their children and their grandchildren to grow up and be gangbangers, get shot on the corner, do a life sentence behind a color, some numbers, some letters? I don't think none of them do, and if they do, they're sick individuals, right? But we're going to get on what this video is about, and I'm going to let them talk about it. We're going to let you see.
Talking about fighting Boosie. Like, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. I don't know if they were supposed to fight. I don't even give a fuck. I got my whole own issue with Boosie on Hoover. Like, y'all already heard about it before on Real Tune on Hoover. I need my Hooves on West Side Hoover. Is supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover. But they go one way or another, nigga gonna beat me, nigga gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money, TK, TQ, whoever the that was in your inbox. What's his name?
Oh, the Boosie's brother.
I don't give a I need my money. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. I need my bread. You did some whole bad business. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my hooves, bro. On Hoover. I need my hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying? The federal penitentiary on Hoover. Somebody gonna answer about my money. I promise you. I promise you. I need my bottles, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people and my people get with yours. We gonna work it out. That was years ago. I ain't forgot. I need my bottles. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro, on Hoover. And on top of that, I showed that Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it on Hoover. I need my money. My money. I need all of that.
So first of all, he just straight up said Boosie ain't have nothing to do with this. Boosie brother bamboozled this guy, right? He was doing some concert promotion, club promotion. I'm not sure what he was doing. Boosie's brother represented himself as an agent of Boosie, as his booking agent or whatever. Took $52,000 from this man. And Boosie obviously didn't do the show. He pulled up because he didn't get paid nothing. And he's mad about it. It's years ago that this happened, okay? This is something, he didn't say how many years ago it was, but this ain't nothing fresh. Think about that. First of all, I'm not sure what he's mad at Boosie for. Or why Boosie was supposed to pay that back. Because guess what? If my brother robs you, you got to handle that with my brother. If I didn't see $1 from that, I ain't got nothing to do with it, man. That's just point blank, period. If you do something to my brother, you going to do something to him, and he calls me for help, guess what I'm going to tell my brother? Nah, bro, that's on you. You made that move. You got to handle that. You didn't give me half of that 52. Matter of fact, you was taken from me as well. So you're on your own. But for this man to think Boosie's supposed to pay his debt, that's crazy to me, right? Because I'd never do that from one of my brothers.
You mentioned Boosie going to the federal penitentiary in California.
His son going too for that switch.
His son got caught in...
I heard his son got caught with a switch.
But not in California.
Nah, wherever they was at. I don't give a fuck. You get caught with a switch, bitch, you going to that place. You're there.
How do you think he's gonna be treated in like California? Is it like you have to join a gang, or because it's the feds, right?
I mean, I don't really know how he's gonna be treated, but I guarantee you, if a nigga bust them doors open, the first Hoover nigga that I know that know me, that know anything about me, gonna be asking about my violence. I can guarantee you that.
So listen, we just got through saying it was some years ago. Boosie been free, and I believe his brother's out here free because he just said he was in his inbox. Ain't nothing happened yet. He got away with $52,000, if that's true what he said. That's a lot of money. But he ain't did nothing to him about it. Now he wants his young homies, his people in prison, to do something about it for him. I can tell you how the Fed's gonna work. As soon as he tries to call them and say, I need y'all to do something about this, they're gonna ask him, why didn't you do nothing about it? Why didn't you handle your business, Gumby? You had all the opportunity in the world, and you had money, you had connections. You got your Hoover community all over the country. Why didn't y'all do something about it? Because guess what? We're guaranteed to get caught for it in here under these security cameras. We're guaranteed to get more time to do all this over your money. How does that make sense? But this is how gang life works, right? People that call themselves OGs, call themselves big homies. Yeah, they want the youngsters, the people up under them, to do it for them. That's why this life ain't about nothing. Because I promise you, if this was Texas, they'd tell them, hey, man, you were supposed to handle that and be sitting in here right next to us for it. Not expect us to do it for you. Like, you got to handle your business, not us handle your business for you. And I believe that's what they're going to tell them, right? They're not going to just be like, yes, sir, Gumby, we're about to go crash out right now for your money. We're going to do it just like you said, too. No. You talking about men that are living in these little boxes with other men, right? And first of all, too, second of all, Real Tune asked him, hey, what's going to happen? What it's going to be like for him in there? He said, I don't know. No, I know he don't know because he's never been to the feds. Listen, so he's saying Boosie caught his case in California. And yeah, the feds try to send you to a prison within 500 miles of where you caught your case, where you fell out of. So it's a good chance he's going to go to one of them federal prisons in California. But let me tell you something. If you think or you got it in your mind that, oh, he's from Louisiana, there ain't even going to be that many of them over there. You crazy. Because let me explain to you about the feds. There's something called the Dirty South Car. The Dirty South Car is multiple states out the South that ride together, right? When I was in Beaumont, when I was in the feds in Beaumont, of course it was dominated by down South dudes, Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas dudes, places like that, that was close, within 500 miles of Beaumont. But there were men from everywhere, nationwide. When the California men came to Beaumont, they sat right behind us. If our tables were full, we'd sit and eat chow with them. And we had no idea if they were Hoovers. We had no idea if they was Bloods, Crips, what they was, civilians. There'd be a couple where you could tell by the tattoos, but all we knew was, hey, they were men from California because that's how they rolled down here. There wasn't even enough of them down here to ride independently and break up in sets in Northern Cal and Southern Cal. That's not how it works. Hell no. And if the Texas guys, Louisiana guys would have wanted, there was enough of them to run California slap off the yard. All right? And that's true facts. That's not being disrespectful or nothing. It's true. California men go to the West Coast. To the East Coast. They can get ran slap off the yard because they don't have those numbers. The way the South does it, they know that, right? So they have something called the Dirty South Car. There's also the Midwest car. Hell, there's the East Coast car when you're out on the West Coast. All them East Coast states band together. But the Dirty South car, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Arkansas. All these states move in one accord under one car, one click. Yes, true enough, each one might be small in numbers. But when you put them together, that's like 11 states. Guess what? They're not small no more. It don't matter where you go. Nah, and these down south boys don't do no playing about theirs. Right? This ain't got nothing to do with Boosie. If Boosie's a gangster, if he's hard or whatever, you make your own decision about that. It's got to do with they're not going to let one of their men be victimized, pressured, pushed up on, or nothing. When he say them doors bust open and them Hoovers going to holler at them, nah. When them doors bust open, them other men from the South going to holler at Boosie. And anybody got a problem with them, they going to politic that out. They going to holler at the speaker. Yeah, they going to holler at the one running the down South car and say, hey, man, we got a problem with Boosie. He owes, if they even willing to do this, which I kind of doubt it. I really don't think nothing's going to happen. But if it was, man, they ain't finna run up on him at the gate with knives and be like, say, man, you got to pay Gumby. Hell no. Shit, no. They ain't finna set off no damn war in there behind your money, bro, that they're never going to see a dollar off. I'm going to say that again. Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Kentucky, Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, and Arkansas. That down south, dirty South car. That's a lot of states, man. I ain't saying they're out there running nothing because it's still the West Coast, but guess what? They got full respect on the yard. Full respect on the yard everywhere they go. And they're not going to allow one of their men to be a victim. You ain't going to do nothing to one of them. Nothing. You damn sure ain't going to run up and jump one of them, sneak them, snake them without setting off a full blast war. And then guess what? It might put your men in jeopardy other places. That's why the feds move like that. Because where you got the numbers, on the reverse end, you're outnumbered somewhere. And you got to think about that too, right? And here's what Gumby don't know. In those states that I just said, 99 out of 100 Hoover members that come from them places are going to be riding with their home state. They're not going to be riding under that Hoover umbrella. They're going to be riding with their state. Just like they was riding with their state out here in Texas. It's normal. It's not dropping your flag. It's not nothing. You ask them if they're Hoover, they'll say, yeah. What car are you in? The South car. That's just how it works. If he thinks there's going to be these Hoovers from all over America rise up for him, he's crazy, because what they going to do is rise up for their home team. All that street gang shit is minimal in the feds. Real minimal. Now, yeah, it goes down in California. I know people that was there at Victorville. I got a good friend that spent years at Victorville, home of the Bloods and Crips. They're there. They're riding. But as soon as they leave, they're now California cars. It's just how it goes. You know what I mean? So for this cat to sit here and act like he's so powerful, he's fixing to put pressure, and he's just fixing to change federal prison politics, or any man gonna come out here changing federal prison politics over $52,000 is crazy. When he had all these years out here to handle it himself. It just don't make no sense, right? And kids, want you to think about this. Young men, not necessarily kids, because y'all don't watch this shit, but young men, think about this. This is a gang leader, self-admitted gang leader, representative here of one of the most notorious gangs in America, literally admitting he had years to handle his business, didn't do it, but he wants his young homies to do it. It's prime example of why this is not the life you want, y'all. It really ain't. Nobody wants this shit. It's not for nobody, period. And I want y'all to remember that. Texas Prison Story family, I love y'all. Catch y'all later. It's your boy Tim Snow.
Welcome to the Bang section. You're now rocking with the host, Uncle Bang, Sherwood, Lamarge Ave. I do the most. Nah, I don't even like that no more. I'm finna switch it up. I'm on my pot, it's no bandana. You're now rocking with my new channel. You heard me? Yeah, I'm out with the old, in with the new. You know. Yeah, man. Today we Baton Rouge by way of Los Angeles, California. You heard me? One thing about me, if you know me, bro, I feel like once a friend, always a friend. Even if I don't rock with you, you're gonna be a friend from long distance. I'll never hurt you, you heard me? Unless you know, you try to hurt me. But, so I said all that to say this. Boosie Bandaids. These dudes talking about you own 52 grand, some Hoover Crips. We know I don't respect gangs. We know that. You know, Boosie, you know we ain't grow with no gangs. We ain't had no gangs in Baton Rouge, Boosie. You know that. They might got them now, but Boo know that. We ain't had no gang. So once a friend, always a friend. They got a dude named OG Gumby out the... I'm not good with gangs. If I got it wrong, like, you know, I don't go against the gangs. I don't go with them either. I think it's 5 Deuce Hoovers. Y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong. 5 Deuce Hoovers. They're saying that TQ did some stuff, and you know, said Boosie was gonna show up to perform. Well, I said I'll say this: when Boosie show up to perform, he not knowing he in the blind already, but behind his brother. So now his brother got him in stuff with these dudes from California who really gangbang, and they say the dude OG Gumby, he really like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know him, but I done heard from a lot of my California people, dude really, he really with it. You hear me? So, you know, you gotta know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? But I'm from Baton Rouge, and no matter how many times you heard me get on here talking bad about Boosie, I can do it. I can do it. You can't do that. You can't do that. I can do it. You heard me? Boosie know what's up. Boosie, Donkey, Bronson, all them dudes around him. No, I don't want to hurt Boosie in no kind of way. And the internet stuff, I felt played by how he did my son clothing line. But, you know, water under the bridge, heard? And I know Boosie still holds a little animosity towards the old dog, you heard me? But I mean, I said a lot of bad stuff about him and his clique. So, because, once my mouth ain't got no filter, you know what I'm saying? Pause, like Cameron. But yeah, man, I'm subject to say anything about a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Cause like, you know what I'm saying? I'm really from that. I really speak my mind. I ain't no sucker, bro. I really be, say, bro, another thing, bro. When y'all, I don't call y'all fans because I ain't no big celebrity, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm popping. Every time I go in public, bro, y'all be running up on me, asking me for pictures, bro. Y'all be starting, summertime, some of y'all dudes be spooking me out. And like, you can ask some of the last dudes that asked me for pictures, I done drew down on them. Like, say, bro, damn, I drew down on a couple niggas, you hear me? Say, bro, y'all gotta watch how y'all approach a nigga, man. At least wave a nigga, let a nigga see you from 10 feet. Nigga came up behind me like, bang, can I get a picture? I'm like, boy, I almost really flicked you up for real. You know what I'm saying? So y'all, anyway, it's about Boosie. So the dude, OG Gumby, I don't even disrespect, I don't know you. OG Gumby, I think. He say Boosie owe him $52,000. Me being a street nigga, I said, ain't y'all with the 5 Deuce Hoovers, like 52? So why you saying he owe you $52,000? It's not like you trying to extort my little dog, you heard me? He ain't my little dog no more, but he from Baton Rouge, and I'm fucking with that. So, this is what I want to know, OG Gummy. When Torrance Hatch hit them feds, so you think, because you in a gang and all that, let me remind you of something. The federal system is not ran by the Crips, homie. It's ran by the Louisiana car and the DC car, the most dangerous cars in the feds. And I've never been to the feds, but all my people that have been there, and I know Jigga Man the Trigger ain't lying to me. I know Munce ain't lying. I know all these dudes that I know did to the feds. That I did all my time in the state. So they telling me Louisiana and DC run everything. Y'all ain't finna, the Crip car is not finna, Louisiana car is not finna let none of y'all Crip dudes touch Boo. Because you gotta realize, bro, Boo is a legend from our state, bro. They're not gonna let you touch him. You know what I'm saying? As long as Boo go back there and handle his business as a man, he ain't looking weak. And be like, man, be cool, bro. Boosie, like, he cool. He ain't, like, he do some whole shit, but he not no hoe. You know what I'm saying? He do some whole shit, I ain't gonna lie. He do, but he ain't no hoe, bro. He take care of them children, bro. So that's what I don't like. Y'all trying to start the man, like, the fuck? Then you say, yo, you 52,000. Y'all 5 Deuce Hoovers. Come on, bro. I know what type of games y'all play. I'm a street nigga. But like, should Boosie pay the money? Should Boosie give OG Gummy the 52,000 that he asking for, that he feel like he was played out of? I say no, because I say we from Baton Rouge, and we not no stand down type niggas, you heard me? So I don't think you should pay shit, boo, you heard me? Don't pay that nigga shit. Because when you hit them feds and you see that Louisiana car behind you so deep, you can be like, oh, man, that nigga J-Dawg was right. Man, that nigga ain't finna fuck with me, boy. I'm back here with all these gorillas from Louisiana. And Louisiana and DC run the feds. Believe that. Actually, get in the comment section. Do DC and Louisiana run the feds? Come on now. Let's talk to me. I don't think nothing gonna happen to Boo. I think Boo gonna have a smooth little jokes. He gonna be back there running ups, playing gambling, making little moldies, chilling, smoking. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's gonna be rough for him because Boo got bread. Boo got status in Louisiana. The Louisiana car not gonna let you raw him out because that's gonna be a reflection of Louisiana car. So they not gonna let you raw Boo out. So I don't know what you thinking. He coming to a California prison, and I don't got no beef with you, OG Gumby. I'm just giving my side of the story. Everybody got an opinion. You heard me? I don't know you, bro, but I do know this, bro. The Louisiana car is not finna let y'all Crip dudes fuck over Boosie. I'm gonna repeat this one more time. The Louisiana car in the federal system is not gonna let y'all Crip dudes fuck over Lil Boosie. You heard me? It's not gonna happen. And if I find out nigga up there trying to do Boo that, I'm gonna make some phone calls. You know I'm deeply rooted. I ain't in the streets no more, but I'm like a fire hydrant, nigga. I'm close enough to see everything on that's going in them. You heard me? I ain't in the streets no more, but I'm like a fire hydrant. I'm close enough to see everything going on. You heard me? you know, they be on my jack every day. Say, J-Dawg, you know what man, I don't even want to hear that. A lot of niggas call me and try to tell me shit that I'll be like, say, I don't want to hear that. Why you telling me? I don't even want to know that. Why you incriminating me? Nigga, I don't want to hear that. So, you know, I'm in tune. Just because I ain't no street nigga no more, don't think I ain't in tune. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, Boosie shit today, I think to be the 10th. So I think Boosie getting sentenced today or something. Don't make me lie. Boosie should be getting sentenced today or this week or sometime. Today or the 16th, something, I don't know. Hopefully Boo ain't even got to do no time. Hopefully they let him do some paper because he got all them kids, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no hater. Y'all just like be thinking I am because I be talking about these dudes. There be personal issues I be talking about though. Man, shout out to Boosie, bro. I still don't like you. I'm still mad at you until you apologize, man. Still fuck you, but it's still free you too. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's still free you. Cause once a friend, always a friend. You know what I'm saying? And bitch, you used to did give me a lot of free weed back in the day. Bang section.
Welcome back to Scores from the Playground. They say Lil Boosie in trouble. They say Gumby, Gumbo, want him. They say when he get into that California institution, he want his $52,000. Yes, sir, boss. Look, let's get into the content, man. Let's hear what this nigga talking about.
Talking about fighting Boosie. Like, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. I don't know if they were supposed to fight. I don't even give a fuck. I got my whole own issue with Boosie on Hoover. Like, y'all already heard about it before on Real Tone on Hoover. I need my Hooves on West Side Hoover. Is supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover. But they go one way or another. Nigga gonna meet me. Nigga gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money. TK, TQ, whoever that was in your inbox. What's his name?
Oh, the Boosie's brother.
I don't give a. I need my money. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. I need my bread. You did some whole bad business. Hoover. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter, some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my Hooves, bro, on Hoover. I need my Hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying, the federal penitentiary on Hoover. Somebody gonna answer about my money, I promise you. I promise you, I need my bottles, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people and my people get with yours. We're going to work it out. That was years ago. I ain't forgot. I need my wallets. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro, on Hoover. And on top of that, I showed Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove, your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it on Hoover. I need my money. My money on. I need all of that on Hoover.
You mentioned Boosie going to the federal penitentiary in California.
His son going too for that switch.
His son got caught in?
I heard his son got caught with a switch.
But not in California.
No, wherever they was at. I don't give a fuck. You get caught with a switch, bitch, you going to that place. You're there.
How do you think he's gonna be treated in like California? Is it like you have to join a gang or because it's the feds, right?
I mean, I don't really know how he's gonna be treated, but I guarantee you if a bust them doors open, the first Hoover that I know that know me, that know anything about me, gonna be asked about my violence. I can guarantee you that.
Well, I know Boosie. Now I don't know him like that. We don't know each other that well, but I'm knowing he's an honest man as far as on the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like Boosie doesn't seem like the type who would just dry. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know him personally. At that time, I was doing concerts. You know what I'm saying, and I had him, Plies, Apple Watts. You know what I'm saying, what's up to the HG? I hope you get better. You know what I'm saying, I seen you. I'm saying, I like all your shit, man. I'm saying, keep struggling. I hope the gang. You know, need to find out. You got to struggle to live, HG. You know what I'm saying? You came a long way. You know what I'm saying? She walking, she up, she doing her shit, man. Love you, man. But back to what I was saying, though, yeah, I had a few different people that night that I was doing the concert with, you know what I'm saying? And I literally missed the concert, you know what I'm saying, into it with this nigga, explaining to him what the situation was with his people who stole my bread. You feel me? So once he realized what his people did, who is TQ, 2K, whatever the fuck this name is, you know what I mean? Whatever his name is, when he found out what he did that same night, he said, on his own Instagram. I don't got no manager. Book me at Boosie.com. Because he seen that this nigga stole the bread and put him in a situation. There's 200 Hooves in this building. It was Boosie, his road manager, the nigga he had that was supposed to be his bodyguard from Grape Street, and one other person, I believe. You know what I mean? But it's 200 Hooves in here. So he's not in a good situation. You know what I mean? And, you know what I'm saying, by us both being men, you know what I'm saying, once all the rah-rah shit was over with, I'm saying I was able to show Groove, look, over. This is my point right here. Your brother stole my, you know what I mean? And that's what led him to say, okay, well, I don't got no manager. This would led him to sue his brother for $500,000. But at the same time, I'm out $52,000, bro. I need my bread, bro, from somebody.
I believe his brother got jumped over that.
Well, I don't know I don't know. I ain't had nothing to do with nobody getting jumped and nothing like that. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm just now addressing it because, see, like, everything comes around. Everything comes around, bro. You can't do nothing to no real nigga, you know what I mean? And just get away with it clean. Don't work like that. Especially if that real nigga still living. You know what I'm saying? So I say, like, literally, like, I ain't able to reach out to Boosie or his brother. I don't even know his brother at all. You know what I'm saying? I never had any contact with him. But my direct contact was with Boosie, you know what I'm saying, and the people that I was dealing with, you know what I'm saying, which helped me put on the concert. You know what I'm saying? So, like, it's all third-party information. But I feel like I'm the only that got and I need my bread on Hoover. And then on top of that, you know what I'm saying, on some real nigga shit, if I show you that your brother just stole $500,000 from you, you know what I'm saying? How you not gonna make sure that what I had going on is right? Without me, that could have continued stealing and doing all the foul shit that Boosie accused him of. You know what I mean? But here I am speaking about the situation. Oh, here's some janky shit, because this is Boosie. I don't give a who you is, bro. I need my money, bro. I need my bro. I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling that at all. I don't give a fuck. His brother didn't text you talking about suing me and some more shit. Do what you need to do. Show up at court. I'm hoping. I need my bread. You did that. And the craziest thing about it is that, see, they like, oh, this is some type of game. No, that was money that the state gave me to throw those concerts. So I got every record that I'm supposed to have. I hope. I'm not the type of nigga to go jump in court because I don't like the police. I'm saying I've been through the whole situation I've been through. So I'm thinking us as, you know what I'm saying, supposed to be real. We can work this shit out without them. They ain't heard nothing from them. I hope. But see, now you got to go where I got people that can be right next to you. That I feed. I send packages too. I just want what's mine, hope.
Look, quit the bullshit. I'm gonna tell everybody that's running with the story that Boosie's life is in danger. Look, Boosie been in the hole a lot more than 52 before. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. $52,000. That ain't nothing to talk about, bro. You talking about $1 million nigga. But I'm gonna tell you this. A nigga from the South, Texas, Louisiana, you can't say go in your pockets and run me that. You can't say go in your pockets and run me that and thinking you're really gonna get anything out of Boosie or anybody else from the side, fam. It don't work like that. The best thing you got, best chance you got, sue TQ. Yeah, sue TQ. But you ain't gonna dig in a nigga pockets for nothing. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. For everybody that think Boosie is in trouble, when he gets to that California institution, they got people that want to make that money on and send it home. They gonna protect Boosie. They're fans, bro. Fans. It don't stop when you get in the walls. These people are still fans, bro. It's people that's gonna protect Boosie, bro. Real shit. And expect something on the back end. Yeah, when you get out of here, bro, look out for me. But I got you in this bitch. You ain't got to worry about a goddamn thing. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. It's Boosie. I'm gonna tell everybody like this, bro. You don't get no points because your Hoover's going at Boosie. You know what I mean, man? Boosie is a sickly old man. You know what I mean? Sickly old man. You know what I mean? I know he done did some shit in the past. And a lot of people say, well, if you was a gorilla then, you can't stop being a gorilla. And I do believe that. But I'm gonna tell you like this. It ain't gonna work how OG Gumby think it's gonna work. You know what I mean? Run me that. Nigga ain't running you a motherfucking thing, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm just being real. I know a nigga don't want to hear that. Nigga don't want to hear Scars finna play around like, oh, you just taking up for Boosie Boo. You Boozilla. Nah, I ain't just taking up for him, bro. This ain't about that. This is about that. You can't tell a nigga. You can't fix your motherfucking lips and tell a nigga to run me my money and think that nigga really gonna give you 52. You know what I mean? Now we could talk about it. It had you not came to the internet, you might be getting something, but 52 from me.
Let me tell you something. Boosie life in danger right now. It's no question that Boosie gon' walk.
It costs you nothing to hit that like button.
The situation at hand was him getting caught in San Diego with showing a pistol. You know, he was doing, he went for a show, and then individuals, gang members called for a feature video. He pulled up and he carried the thing with him, had it with him, just to let them know, you know, he wasn't going. The whole time he in motion doing this, the San Diego, the feds, the San Diego department, they investigating the niggas that he doing business with. So he got jammed really on their behalf, right? They like, oh, that's Boosie out there with him. That's Boosie with the scrap. Pulled him over and did what they did. Now, with that being said, Boosie I don't want to say always, but when it comes to politics, when it comes to certain things Boosie say on Vlad TV or certain things he done in the streets, you know, it be a lot that come with it. In this situation, it's a lot come with it. We know his brother TQ, they don't get along. Boosie was even saying when it comes to his brother, he was scamming him, you know, for the dollar. Now, fast forward, so OG Crip Hoover been speaking on Boosie out in LA. He got respect. And he spoke on Boosie, brother TQ and Boosie, running out with 52K of his money. Now he's saying he calling shots in the feds. When Boosie go to the feds with his homies from Hoover, he said they deep in there, all over, and he gonna have to come up off that. So he's saying when Boosie gets sentenced, Boosie in California, he got to go to the federal system in California. It's not down south. You know what I'm saying? The politics different. Tory Lane type situations happen. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want to see none of that go down with Boosie, but homies seem to be for real about what he's saying. About the paper, I don't know how it went down. Did Boosie's brother get it and it fell back on Boosie? But you know, when it comes to the politics, they just looking at the bag like Boosie got the bag. I know I can get my money back from him. We haven't seen Boosie respond to none of that, but just to know that, like if I'm going in another state and you got an OG nigga that's saying something and they carry weight, you know, want to be looking over their shoulder because you don't know what's going to happen. The politics rate different it's all the same, but it rate different in different places, even from the federal to the state, depending on what coast or if you down south or what the case might be. Boosie been one of them ones that's in the game that I always talk about that's unbelievable, the way his career been. The way he can still get 80, 100,000 a show without having no hit records, fam. But still go around, pick up the 40s, the 50s, do you feel me? The dubs when it come to Boosie. And when you do that, that what keep, when it comes to the catch-22 with them catching up with Boosie, he was getting an extra bag that he didn't even, you know, he looking at it, well, I can just pay everybody with this extra bag before we get up out of here and keep everything I made at the show, what he looking at. But the whole time, them extras, what they be saying, all money ain't good money. That's just a fact. All money ain't good money. Especially when you're a rapper in the game. Look at what this have caused Boosie to be sentenced in a couple weeks. And it seemed that when it comes to the hip hop game right now. Like, they know that these dudes is targets. The streets are targeted, like they would snatch the chain, kill them for it, PMB rock them, you feel me? All, but at the same time, they targeting the artists. So the artists really don't stand a chance. When you on these accounts, these social media accounts and different things, and you might be in a room alone, but you're not. You feel me? I guess individuals be feeling like they're alone and they just on camera. But once that start to post, them people is watching everything, especially when it come to rappers. You don't think they know that Boosie coming to their city? You don't think they know that certain rappers they already ahead of the game? That's why we see him when they come to Finesse 2 times, getting pulled over all the time. They want him off the street. It's the same thing that happened to Honeycomb Brazy. As soon as he came home, got pulled off, had to go right back. They wanted him off the streets. And it seemed Lil Tootie Raw, Boosie's son, they got him in the jam. And it seemed that they know the type of cars, whether it's bulletproof, whatever the case might be, that individuals be in. You know what I'm saying? It's like they pull over certain vehicles. I'm like, how did they know the rappers was in there? It's tinted windows, you feel me? But they be ahead of the game. Salute to Boosie and everything he did in his career. But I know the Crips think like they think. It don't matter what Boosie did. It don't matter what type of achievements that he have when it comes to being on a different coast. I mean, they love Boosie out there. I'm not saying that they don't. Not saying that they don't. They love Nipsey Hussle out there. Look what happened. I think Boosie, it's a good thing, you know, playing chess, because if you saying, you telling me like this is what it is. So now I can go in situations prepared. The artists don't be wanting to take PC because it's going to make them look bad. So Boosie going to population. Don't know how long he might stay in population with the politics like it is. You know, it's okay for certain people to say something, but when they hit the internet and there's somebody saying something with homies that's incarcerated, that got them at you OG, you feel what I'm saying? It hit different. It ain't like it's just a young YN just saying this about Boosie. Nah. But I think at the same time, Boosie can hold his own. I think at the same time, it's gonna be individuals in there that rock with Boosie the long way, and Boosie got the bag, and they gonna be trying to get up under that bag. It might can go a whole new different way. You feel what I'm saying? They just caught P. Diddy up with some drink. You can see the first picture come out of P. Diddy, it was a gang of niggas, you know, around. They know he got that money. They ain't playing about that. Them niggas being there hungry, people ain't sending them money like that. So when you get a celebrity up in there, everybody trying to get up under. But the politics do way different in different places, depending on what type of unit he get to. You know what I'm saying? So it's different parts of the federal system. He's saying like his home is spread it, and you know, but he can get to a certain unit to where it can be some homeless that ain't even on that type of time. I don't know. You never know. Or he can get to a unit to where it be some of the Crip niggas and they on that type of time. Salute to Boosie. Salute to his career, the music that he gave us, fam. You know what I'm saying? The things that he showed us, the up and downs throughout the years. This is what I respect about Boosie. He one of them artists that showed the ups and downs. It's like this, it's like that, like a little Kodak. He gonna show you the ups, it is what it is. This is what makes longevity. Classic music. it's showing you everything. Usually them classic hit home, nigga rapping from the stomach. Classic music don't be no club music. It be some soul music, some soul rap that you can feel. Look at Plies record. That's why Plies record's still going. He was rapping from the stomach, certain language, saying real stuff. That's why Boosie record's still going. Kevin Gates record still, you feel me? I can go on and on with a few more. But you got a lot of individuals right now that's getting in the game and they can have a little hit record, but it's only lasting about a week or two. And then the individual on to the next. Ain't nobody, we got to get back in the rap game when it comes to the rapping, to where we speaking from the stomach, to where we can talk to other people and let them really feel it from the stomach. But if you just getting headache music, you feel me? Half of the people that's, you know, you got your young niggas, you know what I'm saying? But it's like it ain't getting me nowhere. So when it comes to the longevity, I don't care what type trouble Boosie been in. You know, I don't care what it is, what they talk. They was speaking on the Marlo Mike situation, and you know, a lot of different things that happened, and you had Nussy going at Boosie at a time, and these beats that Boosie made it through, the murders, all these different things, it's not a coincidence. It showed that the Most High have had his hand, because Boosie could have been another C murder. Like straight up, if you looking at your street life right now, looking back, like, you know, like, man, the Most High had his hand on me, because I would have been totally, you feel what I'm saying? Like destroyed. You ain't really thinking when you coming up in your 20s, especially being a hood nigga, female, or whoever, really. You really don't know what you think you know. You know about it, but you don't know about it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been through it. With time is everything, I'm learning. Time is so valuable. Reason time is valuable all the way around the world. The world don't move without time. So if you got patience in the midst of knowing what I'm saying, oh, you a whole beast. I must say, when it comes to Boosie, oh, he a whole beast. Because he understand that. He took time, patience, building a home, building for his family, doing different things, went a different route, and Warren doing it. Where they say, I go get 50 a show, what they say, I go get 50 over here, I go get 50, and I put that 100,000 down and keep the 50, and just keep it rolling. You know what I'm saying? And just build on. You don't see rappers that was, niggas really didn't start trying to get cribs that was coming. I mean, they've been living, but building their own, until Boosie really was showing that I'm doing this. Frollo came in the game, started showing what it was telling, you know what I'm saying? So when it comes to everything, the fatherhood that Boosie portrayed, and I don't want to say portrayed, to what he really on that type of time. Even the ups and downs with his kids. We've seen him cry on camera. See, it's bigger than the music. Not saying you gonna need that hit record to do it, but it's bigger than the music. We done seen so many people come in the game right now with the hit records. People rock with Sexy Red because she's Sexy Red, she original outside the music. The originality is what's lasting. A lot of individuals got good music, but they not original. You know what I'm saying? Like, they base their music off somebody else and call it a hit record. It just ain't them. When you hear them, you know it's them. That's them. Them the people that you can't deny in the game. Them the people that stand out in the game. So prayers up for Boosie Badass going through what he's going through. Happened to go to California federal system. Happened to watch over your shoulder. Because all that ain't about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got to just be watching over your shoulder 24/7, even if you a dope boy or you locked up, it ain't peaceful. You know what I'm saying? It's all stressful. Because I know Boosie, when they go, Boosie ain't going to PC. He's just not going to do it. They might try to say security reason, or might try to put him at not the maximum unit, but the minimum units, the lower units, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, but it still go down over there. At the end of the day, an individual still got to hold their own. The people care, but they don't really care. They just going by guidelines, knowing that you a celebrity coming into it because it'll cost them money. Might be able to sue them if they didn't move right and didn't offer you an opportunity and you signed that you don't want to take it on your own. That's on you. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to see what Boosie do. Will he stay on the main line? You feel me? Or will he PC with this situation going on with the Crips? But I will keep y'all updated. I'm out.
There's a lot going on with this Crip dude, Gumby, pushing his Hoover line on Boosie, saying he owed 50,000 plus that his brother ran off with. Boosie finna be hitting up California yards and his life in danger. And Boosie gonna have.
Let me tell you something. Boosie life in danger right now. It's no question. Everybody by the brother stealing money from him, but the promoter ain't going for the "that's on my brother, not me" type shit. He said Boosie personally owes him $52,000, and if he don't get his money, it's some Hoovers in the feds waiting on Boosie head to come see about him. Check this shit out.
Boosie, like, I don't have nothing to do with none of that. I don't know if they were supposed to fight. I don't even give a I got my whole own issue with Boosie on Hoover. Like, y'all already heard about it before on Real Tune on Hoover. I need my Hooves on West Side Hoover. Supposed to be going to the federal penitentiary area where my homeboys is at on Hoover. They go one way or another. Nigga gonna meet me. Nigga gonna have to speak up for what they supposed to speak up on Hoover. Nigga, I need my money. TK, TQ, whoever that was in your inbox. What's his name?
Oh, the Boosie's brother.
I don't give a I need my money. Talking about slandering you. I don't gotta do none of that. I need my bread. You did some whole bad business. They try to make it seem like, oh, some janky promoter or some other bullshit. No, your brother ran off with my money, Boosie. Boosie, he ran off with my money. Remember that? I'm the nigga that showed you who stole your money. Remember that, Boosie? I need my Hooves, bro, on Hoover. I need my Hooves. Going to the penitentiary area, you know what I'm saying? The federal penitentiary on Hoover. Somebody gonna ask about my money, I promise you. I promise you, I need my bottles, bro. The last thing I heard me and Boosie talked about is, look, bro, get with your people and my people get with yours. We gonna work it out. That was years ago. I ain't forgot. I need my bottles. I lost $52,000 in that concert, bro. On Hoover. And on top of that, I showed that Boosie supposed to be a real nigga. I showed Groove, your brother was stealing from me. That's how he learned that his brother was stealing from me. Because the nigga stole from me and I wasn't going for it. On Hoover.
Now, Mr. Hoover, as long as Boosie owe you, you'll never be broke. This the first Hoover Crip that I ever seen in my life that looked like Carlton Banks. Boosie did 5 years in Angola State Prison. He definitely not worried about the shit that dude talking about on that goddamn clip. You ever heard the words, yo Boosie, who next? You can't be on this internet making promises like that and think that shit gonna scare a real gangster. Especially a man that done been through everything that Boosie done been through. Cause death don't sound so bad when life keep throwing you the kind of problem Boosie be having. His son facing a goddamn federal charge while he going to prison on a charge. Just had a baby. Man, Boosie ain't trying to hear that shit. The promoter should have just sued Boosie and his brother to get his money back. Here's what happened. Boosie's own blood brother TQ walked away with more than $300,000 that he scammed promoters out of for fake show bookings. Wire transfers came through for multiple people. Checks got cash, but money was supposed to hit Boosie's hand, but his own brother took that money and ran off. He left Boosie named tarnished, and now his life is in danger. Now, if I was Boosie and my brother booked fake shows and stole the money, I probably just do the shows and the appearances just to save my face, because time's hard out here right now and ain't nobody trying to take no L's, especially for no $52,000. You don't know if